Welcome back to Crystal Harbor, which is currently suffering from one main issue. That is a huge housing shortage. You can see that there's a very high demand for residential zones, and that is mainly because of the downtown area. When I built it, the downtown core did not have enough residential spaces, which means these offices especially still need 3,000 more workers, and this one also needs 2,100. So in this episode, I'll be trying to solve this housing shortage by adding a lot more residential area. And I would say my goal for this episode is to add at least 10,000 people to this downtown area. And that is quite a big task because currently this whole area only has 11,500 people. So now let's get to building. This first little area will be just filled with apartment blocks, kind of similar to over here. And on this end over here I want to have a park or a zoo or something similar. I haven't really decided yet. But now with the main road layout down, it's time to place the buildings.
Dig a hole to heaven, straight up to heaven. We can leave this dirty world behind, eternal life shining in our eyes. All of our problems, we'll never have to solve them.
This development is pretty simple in general. It's kind of inspired by all of these new modern developments that you see everywhere, where they just build the same building over and over again, but with different colors to make it seem different. So this is just one of those, just built to house a bunch of people basically. I will also add a zoo here, I have decided on that. And since the zoo enclosures are all quite big, I won't be able to add all of them, but only a few. But it will be just a small zoo, so that's alright. And also, if you look at the districts, this district expands over the road into this area as well. But this area here will be just single family houses, kind of like over here, so I will also be building that now. But let's just start off with the zoo.
Everything in perfect harmony. We manifest exactly what we think. I'm not ever gonna die. I'm just gonna fantasize forever.
I just need one night where it just feels right. The stars are aligned, we do what we like. I just need one night where it just feels right. The stars are aligned, I just need one night. I just need one night where it just feels right. The stars are aligned, we do what we like. I just need one night.
And now the zoo is done as well, So time to move on to the next little bit, which is adding some low density housing over here. So in the end I actually decided to expand the land out a little bit, so there would be a little more houses out here. And I ended up adding a little path by the coast over here, and a coastal little forest over here as well. And so now with this little bit complete and detailed, we can move on to the next part, which will be this little square right here. So far we have a population of 3000 added in this episode. I'm hoping this can add a bit more because this is closer to the city center and it will be a bit higher density. So let's get to building this. Yet another residential area built and detailed. Now it's time to move on to the other side of the road and build up until the railway, because we still need about 4,000 more people. Now with this part of the city complete, we can see that we are finally starting to get some other demands than residential. We have a medium demand for industry right now. So I think we have achieved our goal of balancing out the demands. These buildings here that I mentioned in the beginning are also almost completely filled with workers now. Only 200 jobs available here and 1700 here, which is way less than before. And this area just in general looks really good. There is 2400 people in this part and 8000 people in this part, so we have added just over 10,000 people in total. This part of the city is basically just more apartment buildings, more parks, more residential areas, and also a train station. This one actually has 2 rail lines, and it also includes a metro connection underneath it, so it's pretty cool. So yeah, that will be basically it for this time. We balanced out the demands, we added housing for more than 10,000 people, so I would say this episode has been pretty productive. And next time I will probably expand in this little corner over here, and also up here probably. So that will be it for this time, and goodbye.